Hey guys, welcome to the DJ Talk Show, and we're here with a special guest, a local DJ from South Florida, DJ Dekade, and we're going to talk to DJ Dekade a little bit here, and after our interview with DJ Dekade, we're going to show you some coverage of a local event that happened here about a week ago with the South Florida DJ Association called Sam Sessions, where they put a showcase basically of their DJs, some of their DJs, in a local Sam Ash here. But we'll start off here with DJ Dekade, and DJ Decade's been a local DJ here in South Florida, also Virginia, correct? For about 20 years now, and for you counting at home, that's 2 decades. But I wanted to talk about something, somewhat unique to mobile DJing. I mean, I know there's DJs out there who have done this, and of course there's the typical mobile gigs like weddings and sweet 16s, bar mitzvahs, even, I don't know if you saw in the news lately, but Seth Rogen is actually throwing a bar mitzvah for James Franco. So will you be DJing that?
No, unfortunately not.
That would be a fun one though.
That would. Probably a lot of money too.
Yeah, exactly. But those I would consider to be the typical DJ gigs, but you've got a lot of experience, and even recent experience with cruise lines.
Correct.
So I wanted to just touch on that a little bit and share with us kind of how you've come across these cruise line gigs, and then we'll ask some questions around them.
Well, my first cruise line gig was with MSC Cruises. It was for their inaugural launch where they were coming out of Miami to their first time in Miami in the U.S. because they were from Italy originally. And they posted an ad on, I believe it was Thumbtack or GigStyle, one of those things, and I replied to it. And he responded to me. I sent him my stuff. I like your stuff, blah, blah, you're hired. So I was on that for a week. I did, a whole, like South Beach style music, techno house, same, really upbeat,
sure.
EDM stuff. And then from there, I was hired on Celebrity Cruises. I did the Celebrity Eclipse, and I did the Celebrity Infinity. Then after that, I went to Princess Cruises, which I did the Ruby for 3 weeks. And I just did the Emerald Princess for six months.
Wow, that's amazing. So, okay, lots of questions. So, and there might be different situations on different cruise lines, right? But tell us a little bit about the type of venue on the ships that you played in. Were these, a club setting, the club at the actual ship, or were you playing pool deck kind of atmosphere?
During the day, I played on the pool decks, especially when we were at sea. I played the pool deck set, or if we did like a sail away party, I would play that as well. But most at nighttime was always the club.
At the club, yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, and did they have multiple clubs on these ships? Because I know a couple of the ships that you named, these are massive cruise lines. They might have multiple clubs within the ship. Are you? I don't want to say competing, but are there other DJs that are playing different areas of the ship?
Well, there are 2 clubs. I'm the one I was at was the official only nightclub on the ship. The other one is more like a lounge where they host a lot of events, trivias, theme nights. So how it works on the cruise ships is that they have 2 DJs. They have the AC DJ, which is the crew staff DJ, which is pretty much like a host for the events, and also DJs for like anything that's musical, for like music trivias, karaoke, stuff like that.
Sure.
Then they have the guest entertainer, which is me, which was pretty much the main DJ for the nightclub and also for the pool deck.
Gotcha.
Right.
Awesome. So did your music vary much from pool deck to club?
Oh yeah, I mean, I wasn't playing club hits on the pool deck. I was playing pretty much, chill out stuff, like from Jimmy Buffett to Bob Marley to Daft Punk to Bruno Mars to, some poppy stuff, but nothing like really hard banging stuff. And then the club was playing everything from 50s to today's music. I mean, from Frank Sinatra to Barry White to, Daft Punk to Bruno Mars to Pitbull to, Julio Iglesias to, all different genres, all different styles of music.
Wow.
You have to be. And also, what was cool is that every week we got a new crowd. So nobody heard the same thing over and over and over again. So it was always different people, always interacting with different people.
Sure. Except for the 6-month stint, right? 6 months, you're still changing passengers
every week, yeah.
Wow.
Every week.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
And how did you like it compared to doing your typical gigs, you know, on land?
I loved it for one. I mean, I got to travel to over 30 countries. I mean, so I mean, it was amazing to travel to Caribbean, to the Mediterranean. I went to Turkey, I went to Greece, I went to Italy. I mean, I've been all over
All
pretty
over.
much.
That's
So I'm
awesome.
like Mr. Worldwide, you know, but you know,
Mr. Jet Set.
but no, the experience was awesome. I mean, the fact that I got to travel the world, also do what I love, play music, and meet, you know, people from all over, all nationalities, all different races, all different cultures, and, you know, see what they like to hear.
Right,
Because, you know,
right.
here in Florida, you know, we pretty much know what they want to hear. They want to
Sure.
hear the same, you know, Power 96, Y100 music, unless you're going to, like, you know, a space, or you're going to a major club that plays a different genre of music that people only for that genre are going to go.
Right, right.
But, you know, so there it was, you know, people wanted to hear, you know, hip hop, a lot of hip hop heads. Then one week would be, you know, all EDM. Then one week would be, you know, disco. Then one week would be, you know, could be Motown. I mean,
Sure,
so it's
sure.
always different. So what I did was I created theme nights to have for one day of the week, for every day of the week. It would be an hour long from for happy hour. I would do 50s 60s night for the first hour. Then the next night I would do like a disco night. Then I would do a Latin night. I would do a 80s and 90s night. Then the last night I would do a Michael Jackson hour, which was all Michael Jackson hits.
Sure, sure. So did the cruise line give you that freedom to kind of set those nights
Well,
up?
pretty much they asked me, you know, so what do you think, you know, we should do? So I was like, you know, we should do these themes, and like they gave me a list, and I was like, no. I was like, no.
Right,
That's
right.
not that's like telling a DJ, you know, they're not a DJ. They don't know what the DJ should do. You know,
Absolutely,
it's like having a
absolutely.
promoter be a DJ. He's not a DJ. You know,
Right.
so they gave me this list. I was like, no, we should do 50s, 60s. We should do Motown. We should do disco. We should do Latin. They're like, Latin. I'm like, yeah, you got people from all over the world.
Right,
You
right.
know,
So that's good that they were open to accepting your expertise, you know,
correct.
basically. Now, did you experience that with all of the cruise lines, or were some, you know, easier to work with than others?
Pretty much, my last ship was pretty much my longest contract. The other ones were like 3 weeks to a month. So this one was pretty much I was more involved in all of it because I was there for so long.
Sure.
So pretty much on the other ships they gave me, you know, what they wanted me to do, this, that. I was like, okay, cool, whatever, you know. Or sometimes they just said, do what you want.
Right,
You know, they gave me the
right,
freedom to do what you want, and I was like, cool. You
right.
know, like my first ship was all, you know, banging top 40 EDM, and my second ship was pretty much more um, totally like open format, but a lot of, you know, house,
Yes.
a lot of, you know, house music. Then the third ship was all just totally open format. Then on when I went to Princess, it was pretty much all, you know, genres, not just,
Right,
you know,
right. Total open format.
total
Yeah,
like
total.
50s, 60s, Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin. I mean, you know, Etta James to, you know, today's music. So, you know, they want to cater to all different crowds and ages as well.
Sure,
You know,
sure.
because sometimes we had a young crowd. Because on this my last ship, I was there for New Year's, Christmas, and spring break. So during those times, it was all young. So
Yeah.
I was in the club till 5, 6 in the morning. I mean,
That's
it was
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah.
Then after that, it became, you know, a lot older crowd. So they didn't want to hear the same music that I was playing, you know, for the younger crowd, of course.
Right,
So they
right.
wanted to hear, you know, stuff that they liked, you know, older rock and roll, you
Right,
know,
right, right.
Rolling Stones, you know, to some of today's music, but they weren't really all that crazy about some of today's music.
Sure, sure. So, was there anything in particular that you took away from working on the cruise lines, like that taught you something that you might not have necessarily learned or experienced doing, you know, your typical gigs here on land? Was there anything different, anything unique? I mean, one of the things you said was great, that you're getting the feedback, the request from people from all different countries. So I think
Correct.
that's really great. Was there anything else that you could say, you know what, I learned this while working on the cruise ships, and I probably wouldn't learn this?
A lot of patience.
Patience.
Patience, because I would be playing, let's just say, you know, something about 124, 125, and someone come up to play, you know, can you play, Fancy by Ariana Grande, which is like 94.
Right.
And of course I'm not, you have to take the request. You can't say no.
Sure.
And so after that song that I was playing, I would just, play it. So the mixing really wasn't that important. It was more about fulfilling the passenger's requests.
Right.
So
right.
it wasn't really that important to mix, and be on beat and this and that. So, I would get requests. And one time, as soon as I got into the club, this lady comes out with a big paper, like as big as my laptop, and with songs. Can you play these? So, I was like...
She had your night planned out for you.
Yeah, I was like, so I was like, sure, So I played, one by one. I just went and played. I mean, it was from all over the world, all over the place. It wasn't, a certain
one genre, yeah.
Right? It was from rock to hip hop to, booty to,
wow.
Whatever. So it was all over. So, of course, but you have to please the passengers because these passengers are what can make or break your job.
Sure.
They complain to the cruise director, this and that, and you get enough complaints, you're done.
Yeah.
So
you make it work.
Exactly. You have to.
Well,
so patience was the biggest thing I'd have to say to anybody who wants to DJ on a cruise ship, to have a lot of patience and take requests, dude. I mean, that's your bottom line. You got to please the passengers. They're there, they're paying your salary,
Absolutely. Another thing that I'm curious about, having these people that are loving you on these cruise ships, coming up to you, commenting, fans that you're developing. Have you been able to gain any business afterwards? Has anybody reached out to you? Because yes, there's people from all over the world, but there's also people that are boarding locally.
Correct.
If they're out of the port of Miami, there's a fair amount of people that are here in the States.
Yeah.
Have you been able to lock in any business from any passengers?
At this point, no, I have not. But never know, anything could happen. I mean,
were you handing business cards out? Did you have the ability to say here?
Business cards, stickers. I even have bracelets with my logo and my website on it. So I mean, I gave them everything that I could possibly give them. So you never know. I mean, it's like putting a mix out online.
Sure.
You never know who's going to hear it or what could possibly be.
Right.
Or someone sees a picture of you at a club, or someone sees you DJing at a venue or on a cruise ship. Be like, hey, I would like what you play. Come to New York, come to France, come to Ibiza. It could be anything. Could happen anytime.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not like I'm expecting to get business from a passenger, but you never know.
You never know. Sure. So did you enjoy it?
I loved it.
Okay. If you were presented with the opportunity to work on a cruise ship as a consultant, a music consultant, a music director, an entertainment director, not necessarily a DJ, is that something you'd consider?
I would consider it, but it calls for a lot of work. I mean, a lot of hours, and it's pretty much corporate. I mean, you're pretty much working for corporate at the time. It's not like you have the ability to do what you want to do. I mean, it's their rules and it's their way, and it's
right.
You're there working because the last music manager that I was working with, he never got off the ship at any ports. He worked 24/7. I mean,
wow.
He also played in the orchestra,
Right.
So I mean, he was amazing, great guy. I loved him. Awesome music director. But would I do it? Of course. I mean, it's an opportunity that a lot of people wouldn't get.
Right.
But I would have to think highly about it and see also if the money is
absolutely.
Worth it.
The reason I'm asking is because they were open to taking your direction for those music nights.
Correct.
So it would make sense to me to take that expertise and hire you on as, maybe the DJ and music director, or maybe a music director position to say, let this guy direct the DJs that we hire. Let him be the one that makes that decision.
Correct. Because, it's like dealing with, promoters or owners of a club. You go to a club and, they want you to DJ. They tell you, oh, I want you to play this and this and this. Then you get there and you start playing, let's say it's house music, and it's really a top 40 open format crowd. They don't know, but you can read you're a DJ. You can read a crowd. So it's like they don't know. Owners of a club don't know. Promoters don't know how a DJ should be or what they should play. The DJ knows by reading the crowd, by seeing the room, by seeing the place, location, what's gonna work.
Right.
It's like you're gonna play, pit bull at space. I mean, it's just not gonna happen.
Right.
I mean, they're gonna be leaving the club and you get fired.
Yeah.
And the owners you'll be like, what happened?
Yeah.
I played what you wanted me to play, and look what happened.
He's Mr. 305. What's the
Exactly.
matter with that? Yeah, sure. Well, thanks for taking the time to share this with us. We really appreciate it, and I'm sure there's many DJs that are watching that might be interested in getting into the cruise industry. That's like I said, it's not the common gig for a DJ. I would say it's out of that realm of traditional DJing. So
it's a very unique thing. It's a very lucky thing to do if you're able to do it. Now, I will tell you this advice. I am married, okay? I don't have any kids, but I am married. I have 2 dogs, so that's my kids. So I'm older than a lot of people, most DJs. I'm not gonna say my age, but anyway, if you're married, if you have a lot of responsibilities at home and you have kids, I would say the cruise industry is not for you, unless your wife is cool with it, or unless your responsibilities at home come first. But if you're young, you have no responsibilities, you live with mom and dad, or you have your own place, whatever, you want the opportunity to travel and DJ, then go for it. But a lot of wives wouldn't like this, But my wife was awesome with it, so she was like, go for it, because she knows I love to DJ, and it was an opportunity of a lifetime for me.
Sure.
From my first one to now, I've done 5 ships less than 2 years.
Wow. Wow. And I think it's a great experience, a combination of experience between a club setting and mobile.
Correct.
So it would be great, and seeing the world doesn't hurt,
exactly. I mean, that's the best perk of all. I mean, you're seeing the world, you get to eat and drink and travel for free. Your room, you don't pay anything really, unless you go out on the excursions or you go out and port. But other than that, you don't pay for anything.
That's awesome.
I mean,
that's awesome. Well, again, thanks for spending the time.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Let our viewers know where they can find you.
They can find me at www.djdecade.com.
Awesome. Well, thanks, DJ Decade.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
Anytime.
Well, that was some of DJ Decade's set from the SAM sessions that the South Florida DJ Association and Sam Ash puts on. I think they're doing it monthly now. And big shout out to the South Florida DJ Association for having us there, for having the DJ Talk Show there. Sam Ash as well. A lot of support from those guys. Very, very positive. We're going to show you some more of our coverage of the South Florida DJ Association SAM Sessions number 14. Again, thanks for all the support. Thanks to DJ Decade for a great donation. He donated some hardware to the show. Thanks very much for that. And here you go. Hey, this is the DJ Talk Show, and we're here at the South Florida DJ Association SAM Session 14, and we're here with
R1.
R1, DJ R1. And how long you been DJing?
On and off about 15 years.
And how about professionally?
Professionally, I'd say about 10.
Awesome.
On and
awesome.
off.
And what is your current DJ setup in the booth?
Current setup, I've become a controllerist, so I utilize the Pioneer DJing SX.
SX, all right, excellent. So Serato.
Yes, Serato.
Using Serato. Excellent, excellent. And how long have you been a member here at South Florida DJ Association?
Been a member for a year and a half now.
Yep. And what's the best thing that you like about being a member, about being part of the group?
I enjoy the camaraderie. You know, it's nice that there's one platform where everyone, can get together and kind of either, give each other accolades and also talk about the gripes of the industry.
Absolutely,
so it's cool.
Absolutely. And what was the last piece of gear that you purchased?
You got to protect your ears, and you have to have really nice cans. I use the V Motors.
Yeah.
Those things, I vouch for them day and night, man.
Awesome, awesome. And if you had to pick one thing that will change the way that we're DJing today, like what do you think the next change in DJing is going to be?
Considering that we've gone compact, more portable, I'd say just continuing that same trend. Maybe a streaming service. They're trying to do that now
Sure.
with the Spotify and things like that. But direct Wi-Fi connection everywhere, and you can get any song you've ever thought of.
Sure. And would you adapt to something like that pretty quickly?
Yeah, I would say so. Most of my sets, I try to have an idea of where I'm gonna go.
Sure.
But ultimately, today when it's a day of improvisation, yeah, that's a great thing to have.
I agree. Well, where can people find you?
You can find me at www.thisisr1.com. You can also check out the Rhythm Ruckus radio section and also some of my original music. I go ahead and I do a monthly mix show every month with my kind of weird eclectic style of mixing.
Awesome. We're here with
DJ ALX.
DJ ALX. And how long have you been DJing?
Been DJing for a little bit over 8 years now.
8 years? And how about professionally?
Probably somewhere between 6 and 7 years. I got into it professionally almost when I started.
Okay, awesome. And how long have you been a member of the South Florida DJ Association?
For 2.5 years. I wasn't one of the founding fathers, but I got invited early into the process. And I got to tell you, one of the greatest experiences of my DJ career.
Awesome. What's one of your favorite things about the group?
The fact that I can have camaraderie with folks that at one time I would have considered my competitors, and now I consider them pretty close friends. We trade secrets, we share all sorts of strategies, and more importantly, we create really good friendships.
Right, exactly. I feel the same way. Tell us what your current DJ setup is in the booth.
Today I'm using the NS7 II. It's a hybrid system, so it gives me the advantages of a controller and also the benefits of vinyl together in one setup. However, I just purchased an S8 about 3 months ago, and I'm doing a bake-off between Serato DJ and Tractor.
Wow.
So I definitely see some differences, and maybe someday we can talk about it.
Absolutely, and the change from controller to controller is a big difference. The software is one thing, but that controller is a whole nother world, as Dekade could tell us.
Absolutely. I got to tell you, once you're using this controller that has no jog wheels on it, and you're looking at this software that doesn't look a lot like Serato DJ. There's similarities, but there's a lot of differences too.
Right.
At first it's scary, but as you get to use it, you get more and more into it, and you start to see things that it can do that maybe Serato doesn't do as well. So definitely a difference.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to wrap it up. Where can people find you?
They can find me at my website. That's DJALX, DEEJAYALX.com.
Awesome. We're here with
DJ Dekade.
And DJ Dekade. How long have you been DJing now?
Over about 20 years.
And how about professionally?
Both. About 20 years.
Wow. So right out of the womb.
Since I was 16, I started DJing.
Awesome.
I bought my set of 1200s and went from there.
You look like a young guy. So
43.
Wow. That's my age. So, what's your current DJ setup right now? What's your DJ booth setup?
Tractor S8.
The S8. And how are you liking it?
I love it. I mean, I can't wait for stems to come out and hopefully be able to work with that, and because it gives the DJs a new thing to work with as far as being able to really rip apart the tracks, really remix them live while you're playing. So it really could be something really cool.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to that too as well. And this is probably going to be the same answer, but what was your most recent purchase?
The Tractor S8.
The S8. And what were you using prior to that?
I had the Tractor S4,
And then then before that I had the DDJSX Pioneer.
Okay.
So I'm from Serato Detractor.
Serato Detractors. And would you go back ever?
No.
No.
I had
Serato-
too many problems with Serato crashing on me live at events, so
Yeah.
Detractor is so much more stable, so I just had to go
I
Detractor.
hear you. And how long have you been a member of the South Florida DJ Association?
About a year and a half.
Yeah. And what do you like about the group?
I liked about the camaraderie. You know, you get to meet different DJs who I probably would never met, like yourselves, George, and other DJs that are here tonight performing. So you know, it's a good camaraderie, good group of people. You know, it's not an ego trip here. It's
Yes.
everybody gets along, everybody gets together. We play, we enjoy ourselves. So it's a good group.
I agree. And if you had to pick something that's going to change the way we DJ next, I mean, I know the S8 is really doing that, but something in the future that you think might change the direction in the way we're DJing, what would you think that would be?
I think it's going to be one stems, and I think it's also going to be controllers going to be obsolete, and probably going to be live like drum machines, drum pads.
Excellent. Something like a machine. Like a
Correct.
native
I
instrument
can see
machine.
that taking over from controllers and just playing live, remixing right on the fly.
Sure.
Because a lot of people want that hire a DJ. They want to see you actually rocking a deck and rocking, instead of just pushing a button. They think you're just pushing a button and playing looking at a laptop.
Right. So the more of a performance.
Correct.
More of a performance. All right, we're going to wrap it up. Where can people find you?
www.djdecade.com.
And we're here with
MP Drums,
MP Drums. And how long have you been drumming?
since I was 9 years old.
9 years old. Wow. And how long professionally?
About 14 years.
14 years. Oh my goodness. And how long have you been a member of the South Florida DJ Association?
About 2 years.
2 years. And what's one of the best things that you like about the association?
The group of guys, they're awesome. The interaction, how they talk about how to improve the DJs, and it's just great. It's great.
Absolutely. And it's great that you play along with the DJs. Tell us a little bit more about that. How do you add to the DJ's performance?
Well, I've been doing this for a little while, over 2 years. I started in the cruise ships, basically I like to add a little bit more of that flavor, that Latin fusion to the DJ,
Sure.
and take the DJ to the next level. It's something that I've been working very hard on my skills, and the DJs love it.
Absolutely.
The crowd loves it. It's great. It's awesome.
It was a great performance tonight.
Thank
I really
you, thank
enjoyed
you,
it, so
thank
it was awesome.
Thank you.
What was the last piece of gear that you purchased?
Custom acrylic LED setup.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, we're going to wrap it up there. We're going to show a little bit of your set. Where can people find you?
You can find me on my website. It's called mpdrumslive.com with 2 Z's. And that's where everybody is. So all the videos, all photos, everything's there.
Awesome. And we can see MP Drums right here.
Check me out.
All right, we're here with
Leo Perez.
Leo Perez, and you're not just a DJ, Leo. You had a big part tonight, a big part in the South Florida DJ Association. Why don't you share some of that with us?
Yes, I'm one of the founders, along with Alex Gutierrez and George Santana, which couldn't be here tonight, unfortunately, but they'll be here next time.
Well-
And so I'm one of the founders, along with Alex. We started the group about 3 years ago. He had an idea, a great idea, where he wanted to unite all the DJs in Miami or worldwide if we could.
Sure.
And I loved the idea, and I had most of the technical aspects of it. I know all the technical behind the scenes and stuff, and he's more like the front end.
Right.
So
It's a perfect combination.
Yeah, combination, and I did a website, started a group, posting questions here and there, and
It's awesome.
making a bunch of friends.
Yeah, it's awesome. I got to tell you, nothing but positive stuff tonight from everybody about the group. Myself, I love the group. I love the camaraderie about it, and you guys are growing. So it's not just South Florida. You guys, big future ahead of you.
We have the West Side, we have a North group. There's I think Key West has another group coming up now. So
That's awesome. That's awesome. So a little bit about DJing. Your DJ career has spanned over how many years? When did you start, and then when professionally?
I started around 1990
Okay.
DJing, and and then I did a bunch of banquet halls, house parties, did some clubs here and there, Miami Beach, here in Dolphin Mall also.
Okay.
And now I'm just doing house parties.
Okay. And what's your DJ setup right now in the booth? What's your setup?
DJ setup right now is the DJ SX.
Yeah.
Pioneer SX. I just upgraded to the SX2.
Okay.
Which,
So
a little bit more
Serato.
control. Yeah, Serato.
Okay, awesome.
Serato. I used to have Tractor. I
Okay.
used to use Tractor before.
Oh, so that's kind of
Yeah,
unique.
yeah.
Switching from Serato to Tractor
Yeah.
or Tractor to Serato.
Yeah.
Okay. And what was your last purchase, gear-wise?
Gear-wise was that SX2.
Yes, SX2. Awesome. And where can people find information about you and information about the South Florida DJ Association?
So the South Florida DJ Association is SFDJA.com.
Okay.
And myself is DJLeoMiami.com.
Awesome.
And we want to thank you guys, the DJ Talk Show. We love the show. We love everything you guys are doing. We're fully supporting you, and with anything we can do to
Thank
help
you, Leo. Thank you. And the same here.
Thank
Very
you.
nice meeting
Thank you very much,
All right,
Sean and
thank you.
George.
And we're here tonight with
DJ Bill James.
Bill James. And Bill, how long have you been DJing?
Been DJing, well, I started in 95. When I was 14 years old, I was underage. I sneaked into clubs in that time. Professionally, 2003, 2004.
Okay.
It took me like 10 years
Awesome.
to get discovered.
And what did you think of tonight? The South Florida DJ Association put on this SAM session. What were your thoughts?
Amazing. A lot of good talent out there. Communicating, a lot of networking with different type of people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. And what's your current DJ setup right now in the booth?
Right now, what I have is a very small setup. It's a very small, compact setup. The reason why is because, as everyone knows, prices have gone down for all of us.
Absolutely.
And we have to get compact. We have to be more realistic about what we're doing. Plus, my bag is gonna be grateful about it as well.
Absolutely.
I do have a MC6000 from Denon. I'm actually doing MP3s and wave files and stuff like that.
And
using,
software?
Tractor.
Tractor. Awesome. And what was your last purchase, gear-wise?
My last purchase gear-wise was actually today. No, I'm kidding.
While you're here at SAMH, right? Why not?
Yeah, I bought the new Denon and the new Pioneer. It's
Yeah.
$2,000.
Yeah.
Cheap.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry. No, it was actually the 6,000.
Okay.
I bought it here because the other one I made the big mistake of unplugging the wrong power supply and it burned and it's still in the shop, still waiting for me to pick it up.
Okay.
I had to buy another one. I have two now. I'm a big fan of those controllers. The only thing I don't like about them is the jog wheels are too small
Right.
for a big hand person like me. So, but other than that, it's a sturdy, very sturdy piece of work. It's super professional and it's amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Bill, where can people find you on the net?
You can find me on Facebook, facebook.com/DJ Bill James, or you can find me at Hear This.
Hear this?
I Hear This. I used to have SoundCloud, but now Hear This is much better.
Awesome.
Thanks to a friend of mine that I know.
Well, thank you. I appreciate your time.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
So thank you for supporting us. We are an organization that's about promoting DJ collaboration. That's what we're about. We're not about money. We're not about getting members for getting members. We're here to become friends, learn from each other.
Wait a minute, you guys can do a little better than that. Let me hear you. There we go.
You want me just, can I get a little closer? How's my lighting? Can I get a little closer? How's it? Nice?